Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to CommuniTEA time. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to get into all the things with you all. Okay, we got to get into some things. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I think this is gonna be a very short community time because what? I look like an oily mess. Anyway, we're gonna get into some things because last community time we did a study with me slash work with me. So I have updates for you guys, and I can't wait to hear all about what you guys have been having going on in your lives as well. So make sure you all say hi in the chat. Let me know where you are watching or listening from. We'll say our community prayer, and then we'll get into the community updates. Dear Heavenly Father, as we gather here today on this platform of the Beauty and Brains Community Time, we come before you with gratitude and open hearts. We recognize the power of community, connection, and the exchange of wisdom, and we seek your guidance and blessings for this gathering. We thank you for bringing us together and ask that you may grant us the wisdom to be kind and compassionate mentors to one another, to uplift and support our fellow community members in their pursuits, and to celebrate their successes as if they were our own. In times of doubt or uncertainty, may the Beauty and Brains Community Time be a place of solace and encouragement, a reminder that we are not alone in our journeys. We ask for your protection over this community, both online and offline, and may it thrive, grow, and make a positive impact on the lives of all of those who participate. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Hey y'all, thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for giving the video a thumbs up and for commenting. Okay, we have somebody from Southern Maryland. Shout out to the fam in the chat. Hello to all of my returning subscribers, all of you guys who are always here for the community times. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. My hair looks crazy, but we're not gonna talk about that. Hey from Indiana. All right, let me go ahead and give you guys my verse of the day. Today's verse of the day is from Deuteronomy, chapter 20, verse 4. I don't know why that was like, okay, anyway. Verse 4, for the Lord your God is going with you. He will fight for you against your enemies, and he will give you victory. And I have this bookmarked on my YouVersion Bible app. I have a bookmark called His Promises. And whenever I come across a Bible verse that is like specifically like God saying like what he will do, or who he is, or things like that, like I bookmark it. That way I won't forget it, and if I do forget it, I can come back to it. And so that's just very comforting for me because I wouldn't say I received any news necessarily, but I just received a couple of things that have me trying to be like, child, what's happening, what's going on here? And it's a really great reminder. Just know that the Lord is going with me. Child, I don't know where I'm going, but the Lord is going with me, and he will fight for me. So I will have victory. Amen in that. How are you guys doing? How has your week been? I feel like we may have a little bit more of like an intimate community time today because I actually had a very busy day. I hate saying that. I'm sure we all have busy days, but my day was busy, so I didn't get to post on Instagram the link to the live video. But if you guys are subscribers, and I don't know, do you guys even like, I mean, hopefully you guys follow me on Instagram, but if you follow me on Instagram, I don't know if that like normally gives you a reminder. If you guys don't follow me, I normally post on Instagram the Wednesday morning. I will post like basically, hey, community time is today, and then I post like question boxes for you guys to write in your community updates, any like, what do you call it? Not public figure. What's the word? Pop culture things going on for us to spill the tea. And then also like any questions that you guys have for like our mentorship moment or the Ask Brelynn segment. And I was just like running around a lot. I was up really early and I got back like really right before my discipleship class before this. So I didn't get a chance to post it on Instagram. But if you guys follow me on Instagram, like if you're following me on YouTube, then I'm sure it comes up and it'll say like it's a schedule thing. And even that's like I scheduled it at like 6 p.m. because that's when I got home, and it started at 8. So I'm like, if you knew that it was gonna be at 8, like you're here and you showed up. But like if you didn't know, or if you needed a reminder, I didn't remind you. So I don't know, let me know if you guys need those reminders, if you know the tea. But hi, speaking of, today was actually my last day for my discipleship class, or my last week for discipleship class. So I can ask you guys here, but I will also put it on the CommuniTEA tab here on YouTube to ask if you guys want to go back to our regularly scheduled time of 7 p.m. or if you want to keep it at 8 p.m. Now, I will say, I like 8 p.m. I like the vibe. You guys know how like when you're in church and there's like an 8 a.m. service and there's like 11 a.m. service, and like people at 11 a.m. you're a little bit more fun, you're a little bit more fresh, a little bit more lively, and the people at 8 a.m. like they're about their business. Okay, they're about their word. Like if you show up to church at an 8 a.m. service, like you're not playing any games, but also like you're a little bit tired. You know what I'm saying? You're a little bit old. You're a little bit whatever. I feel like that's how it is when I do 7 p.m. versus 8 p.m. Like y'all are showing up or like you can't because of your schedule. I know a lot of you all said that 8 p.m. works better for your schedule. And so I feel like you guys are a lot more interactive and lively when we have the community time at 8. However, 8 is late. Like 8 is late for me. And I feel like I would like for it to go back to 7 because I feel like I would have a little bit more energy. And I also think that I would be willing to stay on longer. Like if I start at 8 and then I like do 2 hours, now we're talking about 10 p.m. And then that's like really hard because normally I have on makeup. So I have to like take off my makeup and then, set my hair, whatever that means. And then like if I haven't eaten dinner, like it just feels like such a long night. And then it kind of makes me, I don't want to like, dread is a strong word, but I have like a anticipation. I was about to say anticipation for Wednesdays because I'm like, oh, it's going to be a long day. And I just kind of don't want to have like that feeling towards it. But I feel like at 7, I'm like, oh yeah, it could be from 7 to 7:30 if I want to, or 7 to 8, or maybe 7 to 10. I don't know. Okay, we see one vote for keep it at 8. How do you all feel? Because if y'all like it at 8 and that works for everybody's schedule, I definitely will do it at 8. Like there's nothing right now in the way of me doing it at 8. I just think it's late and I just be tired. But also, another like life update is that this is my last week at the foundation. I hate when I'm behind on my vlogs because I did all this hard work to catch up on my vlogs like at the end of last year, and I was on it, and I don't think I've been this, unintentionally inconsistent on YouTube in a while. Like I missed my podcast upload, I missed my YouTube upload like 2 weeks in a row. Like luckily we have community time, so you guys know that I'm alive and I'm well and that I care for you. But like if it wasn't for that, y'all would be like, where is Brelynn? Because I'm actually struggling. I normally can find time to edit, and I've just been like so whatever these past couple weeks that I haven't found time to edit, which is really sad. But I think this weekend I have a free weekend, so I will try and edit as much as possible, and then I will probably upload a video. I know I'll upload one on Sunday, and then I'll hopefully have one up like for Wednesday after community time. But anyway, you guys know kind of last week I was like so overwhelmed with work. I did end up getting my research paper draft completed, and I finished it around 5 a.m. Yeah, I was up that late. Y'all, look at my hair. I just keep getting caught in the rain. Oh my gosh, it looks so bad. I keep getting caught in the rain with this straight hair, and I'm kind of just like, why? I'm taking it out this weekend so my edges can breathe and my curls can come back to life. But anywho, yeah, so you guys know I also went on my trip with the Faith and Politics pilgrimage with the foundation. That was my first work trip. So I have like that vlog, and then I think I have like 2 other weekly vlogs. And then I'm also vlogging this week because like today, or like again, this week is my last week at the foundation. I start working on Capitol Hill next week. And so all the things, I don't even want to turn my head that way because like I'm embarrassing myself on the internet. But yeah, it's my last week working at the foundation. And then also this week was the March of Dimes, March for Change, which is the National Advocacy Summit where we go when we speak on Capitol Hill. So that is why I am a wee bit very tired today, because I've been up since 6 a.m. in order to do like my advocacy training by 7 a.m., with March of Dimes, and then I have been talking all day. Like, this is what an actual like advocate does when you are like lobbying on Capitol Hill, especially on behalf of an organization or like on behalf of like bills and acts and things like that. This is actually my third time doing it. If you guys are familiar, if you watch, my vlogs and things, they're normally like in pageant diaries, I feel like. But when I first did it in 2021, it was virtual, and then when I did it in 2022, we did end up going in person. And it's really interesting too to kind of see like how my advocacy skills like change every year. Like the first year I kind of talked about it from the perspective of being like a new doula, and then last year I talked about it from the perspective of like being a Black woman who wants to like give birth one day, and then now I talked about it from the perspective of research. And yeah, it was a really great time. I actually was with a big group from Georgia, so I went to a lot of Georgia representatives because that's just who like March of Dimes needed. Since I'm considered to be a an experienced advocate, I'm like, wow, yeah, like at this point I really know what I'm doing. So yeah, it was a long day but a good day, a purpose-filled day. I really do what I say that I'll be doing. Like, I really am advocating on Capitol Hill. But when you have like a full advocacy day and you have to go to like to multiple meetings, it's like literally just being in meetings all day and like talking to people and like the energy. And it's like you're also walking around, and it was raining outside. And I hate to sound like I was complaining. Like I said, it was all good things. But I came back and I was like, oh, I'm so tired. I just want to take off my makeup and go to bed. But then I had to do discipleship class. And then I was like, no, I have to do community time. And days like today, I'm like, I wish community time was at 7 because I could be almost in my bed by this point. Anywho, how are you all doing? Does anybody have any community updates that you want to share with the class? That's really all of my updates. I kind of want to share all the nitty gritty details for the vlogs that you guys are going to see coming up. While I'm waiting for your responses on any community updates, like please share with me all the good news. We can talk about our tea because happy Women's History Month. So I am using my focus, woohoo, yoo-hoo, summer blowout, talented, grateful, unstoppable. This is like very much so the perfect mug because it's like we go from Black History Month into Women's History Month. Okay, love that for us. I am drinking again my lemon, like the immunity. I need to stop turning my head that way because the back of my head looks crazy. The lemon tea, or it's like the immunity tea, but it like has a lemon balm with a little bit of the lemon crystal light. So, and my little thing says, without gratitude, there is no prosperity. Are you guys drinking tea? If so, what is your tea of the day? Okay, what other updates do I have for you all? I honestly feel like this is going to be a short community time. Like, if y'all don't talk to me, I'm finna go because I did not put my prompts up, so I ain't got nothing to talk about. I mean, I do, but I'm really just tired. But I'm here. I'm showing up. I'm doing my job. Okay, here y'all are coming in. Okay, so I got an idea from a friend who told me that we should name this section instead of like community updates, or at least I could say, what did they say? Oh, I forgot. I forgot what I said I was going to name the segment instead of community updates. But basically, you know how somebody would be like, I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag. I said that one time and they were like, you in your tea bag. And I was like, that's so good. I'm going to use that for community time. So I'm trying to see who's in their bag. Who's in their tea bag? Okay, let's start off with Adriana. Adriana just finished another grad class with an A, and you're starting another class next week. Yup. Beauty and brains, please don't play. Mastered it, period. Congratulations. First of all, it's hard to get an A in any program, but especially in a master. So I'm proud of you. You in your tea bag. Adriana. I see you. Okay, Tia, pass your dissertation proposal. Go, Tia. Go, Tia. Go, Tia. Go, Toros. Go. I haven't watched Bring It On in so long. I'm really surprised that Bring It On is not in my top 5 like movie picks. And it really should be, because I give a lot of credit to like Drumline, Mean Girls, Legally Blonde, She's the Man, for like creating my personality. I always say that, like, these are all, like, if you want to know what my personality is stemmed from, it's like it's these core movies. But honestly, bring it on. I was a cheerleader. Yeah, like Black Girl Magic. Like, yeah. um, I don't feel like I watch it enough times to know everything by heart, but I think it did have a really big impression on me. Anyway, Tia, you in your tea bag, period. Yes. Yay. I'm so excited for you. PhD on the way, PhD loading. Please don't play. Okay. Is it Chanlux? Just got a new puppy. Ah! I want a puppy so bad. You have no idea. I want a puppy so bad. And I'm starting a new job next week, so I have a lot going on. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What kind of puppy is it? I want a puppy so bad. And I'm going to get one. Like, in my opinion, I feel like now is the time. I need to get one before I start medical school. That way I kind of have a good, like, because getting one while you starting your job, that's not very smart. But getting a new job, period, you and your tea bag. But my problem is that not the local, but like, I'm like, where do I find, because I want a specific breed, and I haven't been able to find like where to buy that breed at nearby. But I may just make the sacrifice and like take a road trip. Excuse me, I keep burping. I may take a road trip and go get the dog because I know exactly what I want. But congratulations, you and your tea bag. New job, who this? Okay, Aaliyah started planning your capstone research project. Okay, Aaliyah, I see you. You're in your tea bag. So this week I actually submitted my capstone for my research fellowship, both the paper and the presentation. And I'm very proud of myself because, mind you guys, I ended up turning in my last research paper like 3 days late past the deadline. And so that was really stressing me out. And my capstone was actually due today, and I turned it in yesterday. And everybody else in my fellowship, like my co-fellows, they were all not done. So she ended up extending it till tomorrow. So I feel very proud of myself that my capstone was not only completed, but I completed it like a day early, especially because last week I completed it 3 days late. But I knew that I had to advocate on Capitol Hill today. So I was like, I have to get it done because I won't have time to write. And I did. I was in my tea bag, and so are you, Aaliyah. You just got accepted into grad school. Yes, Whitley. Congratulations. Beauty and brains. Maybe that's a reason why. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Because I was about to put on another shirt today, or another sweater. And I literally was like, there was makeup on it, because the problem is that I be in these shirts and I go like this and I have makeup all over the top of my shirt. And I was like, whatever, fine. What other shirt did I want to wear? And this one kind of like just was popping out like, oh, and I was like, okay. And then my hair was looking so bad, so I put on this little headband. I'm trying to make something of myself. I know I don't look that cute, but I'm trying to make something of myself. Anyway, all of the master baddies, all the master tea bags, that would kind of be a cute. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. Like, oh, you my little tea bag. That's not cute. But like, we could make anything work. Y'all made double majors really work. But like, I was in my tea bag when I came up with like the group name of double majors. And I think now Gen Z says that like, if you have a name for your community that it's like lame or whatever. Listen, if you was an OG YouTuber, it wasn't lame. It was cool to have a name for your community. And yeah, but I guess you guys are the CommuniTEA. Yeah, you're a double major if you watch like the regular videos and the vlogs. You're a work in progress if you listen and watch the podcast, and you're a part of the CommuniTEA if you watch the live videos. So anyway, congratulations, Whitley. I'm so excited for you. You're in your tea bag. Okay, yes, you're in your tea bag. Marina, let me see. You had an interview today. I think it went well, hopefully. Yes, I can't wait to hear the updates next week. I'll be praying for you. Congratulations on even just getting an interview, because that's a big deal. A mini poodle. And see, that's the thing. Like, there's this like Instagram page called DMV Pups, and they have like dog, not like sale, like they sell dogs like locally all the time. Like I think they literally had a pop-up today, but they only have like mini poodles, or they have mini poodles or cavapoos. And I want a Maltipoo. I specifically want a Maltipoo. And it's because like my childhood dog was a Maltese, and I really, really, really loved his temperament, but I can't get a dog that looks exactly like him because that's weird in my opinion. Now, my dad literally got another dog that looks exactly like Snowball. And I'm like, Dad, that's weird. That's weird. But because I'm like, why would you do that? Like, that dog looks just like Snowball. And it's like, I'm pretty sure he'd probably be calling that dog the wrong name sometimes. And the dog probably be like, Chow. But my dad is really good with dogs. Like, talk about a man's best friend. My dogs love my dad because he really is good with taking care of them. But anyway, I love the poodle mixes. I think they're like really cute. But I also love, like, again, the temperaments of Malteses. I love like just their personalities. I love the way that they even like are hypoallergenic. I love their hair. Like I don't remember my dog like shedding. And when I see people with like dog hair on them, I'm like, I can't even relate. Like I don't even want those problems. So I really want a Maltipoo. I may settle for a Cavapoo because I have seen some cute ones, but I also think that Maltipoos are just a little bit smaller, and I definitely want a little tiny dog. I want it to be tiny. Hello, Kayla. Welcome to the community. You got an A on the exam that I took during the co-study work community time last week. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that so much. Yes, Kayla, period. You would say yes. Y'all are in y'all tea bags. I'm so proud of you guys. Like, yes, was it my music and my Pomodoro? Was it helping you get an A, girl? It was. No, I'm super proud of you. Congratulations. You're in your tea bag. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I don't feel it, but it's okay. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. You know when you just have like your makeup on all day, and like again, I was like in the rain, so I just feel like, not cute, but I appreciate you guys. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of you all. You all are amazing. Okay, we got one from Sydney. Sydney passed her grad school class, started another one, and received her certificate to be a youth advisor. Shout out to you for being with these kids, okay? Because we need people to give back to our youth. So I'm so glad that you took the initiative to even get your certificate, and I am excited for you to be a youth advisor because our community needs it. So congratulations too on your grad school class, passing it, because what, you are beauty and brains, and you are in your tea bag, Sydney. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Yes. Oh, this is fun, Tiara. Or is it Tiara? I don't know why I feel like it's Tiara. Tiara Wicks. You can tell me. It could be Tiara. Girl, why is your comment so small? I can't see. My update for the week is that I surprised my siblings with a trip to San Diego for all of us to get a break, and my classes started today, so wish me luck. I will wish you all the luck on your classes. Where are you from to where you are going on a trip to San Diego, and what are you doing to where you can surprise your whole siblings with a trip? Honey, I need to be doing that. I know I love Maltipoos. No, let me tell you. So this past week, I was really kind of sad because when I was in Alabama for the Faith and Politics pilgrimage, it was my mom's birthday, and I feel like I haven't, like, that's the reason why I moved here to the DMV, or moved back to the DMV, and why I really don't want to leave DC. It's like to not miss moments like this, and I'm like, why do I have a work trip literally on the one of the few like holidays or whatever, like my mom's birthday? But anyway, my siblings and I were trying to figure out like what to get her. Like, what do we get this girl for her birthday? And I've talked about this before. Like, it is so hard to think of gifts for this woman because she doesn't use like what we buy her. If we try and get her like a massage thing, a spa thing, like she doesn't use it. We, at this point, like, she's really into perfumes now, but I'm like, I've never smelled my mother. I've never been able to be like, oh, my mom smells good. And if so, it's more like, she smells like Dove and baby oil, which is good. It's giving clean. You know what I'm saying? It's giving very clean girl aesthetic. It's not giving good girl. You know what I'm saying? So we begin her these cute perfume bottles, and as long as the bottle is cute, she's happy. But it's like, please relax. This is a very expensive gift for you to not even really be using it and to like only appreciate it for the moment type of thing. Like, I really want to get you something that you'll actually use. or enjoy, or whatever the case is. So yeah, it's so hard. And my siblings and I were trying to figure out what to get her for her birthday. And this is also going live on Facebook, which I'm surprised. I don't know why I can't see the Facebook comments as well when it's live. It's supposed to show up on here, but it doesn't. But if you ever just if y'all, by the way, follow me on Facebook, if you're ever just scrolling by, like, this live video will show up. And mamas be on Facebook, so she could probably see this. And sometimes she says that she's watching. She's like, "Did you see me?" And I'm like, "I can't see you unless you comment, Mom." And so I'm gonna keep the gift under wrap just in case she's watching this on Facebook, because y'all know mamas be on Facebook. But anyway, it's really nice that you got a trip for your siblings. What I was saying, Tiara. Because, child, it's very hard to get things together, especially with your siblings. It's a lot. But yeah, I love Maltipoos. That's the kind of dog that I want. Hopefully I can get one soon. You guys are so sweet in the chat, and this is why I love the community. I hope you guys feel uplifted. No, period. You better. Yes. Everything that says grad school on it. I really wish that I knew how to do a Cricut, because I'm actually in the market for, I want to make a shirt like this that says Miss DC on it for when I do like community service. Like, you guys know the Miss America shirt that I have. The Miss Maryland made that shirt, but on the back of it, it says Team Maryland. And I would like a shirt like that either says like Miss District of Columbia or something on it. That way, when I go out and I do community service, and I don't need to be like dressed, but I still want to represent the organization. But we love a good sparkle. And the brand that I went through to make these shirts, they're no longer in business, so I can't make them. And I went through another company to like get these shirts made. Or I made them myself. So if you guys watch the vlog, you remember, like, I would get these decals created, and then I would iron them on. And that's why I was like, I can't sell these things, because I would have to basically get the design and then buy the sweater and then get the decal from the company, which like would take a couple of weeks or whatever, get it in, and then iron it on, and then package it up, and then send it. And I was like, child, that's not worth it. But so yeah. Tiara, thank you. Thank you, Tiara. She is a senior financial analyst based in Los Angeles, so it's about 3 hours away, so the trip is very doable. Awesome. Thank you so much, Tiara. I am happy for you. You guys are all in your tea bag. Okay, let me give you guys a quick book update, and then we are going to call it a night, because Brelynn is ready to go to bed. Okay, so first things first. Yeah, I didn't see that. First things first. Last time we talked about what book I was going to read, because I was reading this book slowly, because I'm reading this book as like a what is it called when you read with other people? A book club. Child, the book club was moving too slow. And so what had happened was I decided that I actually didn't mind just listening to this book. And then what had happened was I brought this book and this book with me. So I'm the type of person where I like to complete a task before I start another one. I don't think I like have ADHD. You know how like, the internet will make you think that you have ADHD because it's like, oh, everybody has it. I'm like, do I have it too? I don't think I do, because I definitely can get sidetracked, and I definitely like can jump from conversations and things like that. But I do like to complete a task before I start another one. It's more like an OCD thing, but I think that's also too extreme. I actually don't need to diagnose myself. None of these things are necessary. What I'm trying to say is that I like to read one book at a time. That's what I'm trying to say. None of those other things. Forget everything I just said. I like to read one book at a time. I really don't like to read multiple books at the same time, unless I've been trying to see like if I'm reading a self-help book and I can also read a fiction book. But you guys know I've also been really, really busy these past couple weeks. I really haven't had a lot of downtime to even watch YouTube, to read, to edit. Like, I don't know what's been going on with time. I haven't had it. So I haven't really even had the option to like switch in between books. So originally I was like, well, while I'm slowly reading this book, I'm going to read the other book that we chose together. And then I decided when I was on my way to Alabama, since I was going to be traveling, that I was going to have a lot of downtime, or like, just when you're traveling, you are able to Thank you, Whitley. Okay. I agree. I don't think I do either. But the internet be making, I'd be like, dang, do I have it too? But I don't think I do. I don't think I do either. I just think that I can like talk fast and be a little bit scatterbrained sometimes, especially if I got some caffeine in me. But I don't think that I have ADHD. Anywho, this was the book that was on my February TBR. I had this book, and what was the other book in my February TBR? Um, oh, the romance novel. I'm so sad that I only got through one book in February, but I will say that I have about 30 pages left in this book, and I haven't been reading it. I've just been audio booking it. So, can y'all see where I'm at? I'm like, hello, where's the camera? There. I only got a couple pages left in this. I could probably finish this tonight. I don't know what it is. Like, even last night, I was like, let me finish this book that way I can give like my review. But I'm like, my review is the same. So the beginning of this book, I thought was really simple. I thought it wasn't anything like extraordinary or spectacular, like new information. I thought it was stuff that like kind of everybody kind of talks about. Like, it just wasn't anything new or fresh. So I was like, okay, this is kind of whatever. Like, it's not giving expert in relationships. Then we got into the deeper chapters, like not deeper, but once we got into chapter like 6 and 7, which talked about honestly sex and marriage and intentional dating and sexuality and things like that, I thought that those were really good. I thought that those were better than the first couple of chapters. My theory was this would be a really good book for, again, a person new in the world, like new in relationships. Like, I was saying, like, once I have a child and like once I give them like the talk, I would like make them read this book. Maybe not the whole, or maybe the whole thing, like, why not? But like specifically the chapter in here about sex, because I think that it lays out really well why like waiting is important, and like purity, and the importance like of sex like to God, and how, and all those things. I think that it lays it out in a really great way that sometimes I think people can just be like, wait to have sex, and they don't say anything else about it, especially parents. And sometimes like you don't like, like, if right now if you told me like, oh, what are all the things that I could tell you, and it would maybe be like biblically based, but I wouldn't have the scriptures right now to be like, and God said this, and God said this, and God said this, and this where it's at in the Bible, and you can look here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's a really great place to have it all in one, in a way that is like casual, that you just know like has a good intentions behind it. So yeah, if I had a child, I would like tell them to read. Like, I'd be like, okay, after we have this talk, like, read chapter 6 of this book. Basically, I feel like that was, but like, again, for me, it wasn't necessarily like, oh, I'm learning new things. It was more so just like, oh yeah, cool, like like my mind is already made up. So it's like just reiteration of like everything that I already know. From a context that's like outside of the Bible, but still using the Bible. I will also say in the beginning couple of chapters, I don't feel like it was as biblically not based, but like it didn't lean on scripture as much. But I think maybe it was just because he was setting the tone and kind of just telling about himself and like his family and things. And I'm like, this is a small book, let's get into the nitty gritty. I don't really need to hear about you and your wife. Not that I don't care about them and their relationship or whatever, but I think it was like a lot of personal sharing. It said like it was a long time to set the groundwork. Like, it shouldn't take me until chapter 5 to really get into the nitty gritty of like this kind of stuff. But again, it probably is just important for people to know like the relationship, like just the idea of like God, and like who Michael Todd is, and even just like who you are as a person before dating. And I think all those things are good to know, but it just depends on where you're at in your relationship. I think that's where this book is kind of interesting, because like even right now, the chapter that I'm in, it's talking about if you're married to somebody and you're not equally yoked because they're not a believer. It's like, this is a great tool for if you were in that situation, or even if you were counseling or talking to, or you're friends with, or were thinking about whatever, getting a relationship, like if that were to happen to you, it would be a good reference. But like when you're currently not in that position, it's like, okay, yeah, like I know, equally yoked, blah 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 blah. And so yeah, that's where I feel like it's more like an encyclopedia. Like I kind of want to just skip to the good parts, like when it was talking about dating, like setting your expectations, and like you're single before marriage, like that stuff. I was like, okay, I'm eating it up because that's the period of like life that I'm in. But when and even like marriage, it's like obviously I aspire to be married, so it's interesting to hear the things about marriage. Like I thought a concept that I don't hear a lot about, that he talked a lot about, was that you should get married first and like then fall in love, or like it's kind of impossible, not impossible, but it's like not likely that you are actually in love until you get married, because like marriage is what kind of not causes you, but like all that marriage encompasses is what will really tell you like if you love somebody. I thought that was really interesting. And anyway, yeah, so that is my current review of it. Next week I can give you guys a full one if it has changed at all. But like I said, I only really have 30 pages left, and right now I'm in the middle of something that doesn't really pertain to me, so I'm kind of just reading through it. But like I said, I really wasn't reading through the actual book. I was audio listening to it because I left the book when I was on my plane, and then I was like, I actually don't want to start a new book right now because I low-key have this like audio book that I need to finish. And then I was listening to it and I was like, you know what, this I can just listen to it without like having the book. Anyway, so that audio, I brought this physical book because I thought that maybe I could finish that audio book and then start this one, and I just never started it. So this is now rolled over to the March TBR, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I actually have another book that is going to bump this one out the way, but I really want to read this. I really need to read this. Like, I really need to read this. But the reason why the next book, okay, I have to look up the name of it. I'm going to show you guys. I just ordered it. It's in the mail, and it just got delivered, but it literally got delivered like while I was sitting for my discipleship class. And so if I would have, sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. By the way, has anybody read Relationship Goals? And if so, please let me know what you think while I give you guys the tea on my March TBR, which I think is basically going to take up all of March. And if I have any extra time, I will read this book. But mind you, we also have the other book that I'm supposed to be reading, which I don't know when I'm going to get to that. But are you guys ready for my book reveal? I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited. Okay. The main book that we are reading for the month of March is Fourth Wing. Please tell me somebody else has read this book. Yeah, I agree, Kendra. Like, it was cool, but it wasn't that deep. Yeah, I remember you telling me that, and I said I was going to watch some of his sermons, but I think somebody else told me, or maybe I told you guys, about how I saw that Dr. Darius Daniels with Change Church, how he actually just happened to be doing, I think one of you guys told me that, how he happened to be doing a relationship sermon as well, and I actually am up to date on that. So I've been watching his, and I feel like his are good because it's just a different perspective. So I really like his sermon so far. But, and like I said, I've maybe gone through half of the Relationship Goals sermon series, and maybe I'll finish them, maybe I won't. It's nothing to run home about. Ooh, and you thought Crazy Faith was boring? See? I used to watch Michael Todd a lot when the book first came out. I don't anymore, but I like this section his wife wrote. Oh, I didn't know his wife wrote a section. I didn't get to that part. Okay, T. I'm excited to get to that, but I agree. I used to watch him a lot, and I don't anymore. And thank you for that. I'm looking forward to listening to that when it comes. Okay, let's talk about Fourth Wing. So, this book was also recommended to me a lot, and I love a good fantasy, so I was excited about it. And the reason why I had to like basically bump this up on my list for all of my TBRs for my TBR for March is because, have you guys heard of Libby? Libbi, Libby. So Libby is basically an application. I don't know if it's a website too. It probably is, but I use it as an app. It's an app where you can download either like, is it physical books too? You can, okay, it's like a library on your phone. Somebody else can probably explain this better than me. Let's Google it and see what it says. Libby. Okay, free ebooks and audiobooks from your library. This is it right here. It looks like this. And so you download it on your phone, and then you sign in with your library card, and then you can basically get the books from your local library's catalog, and then you can borrow the book or the audiobook. And yeah. And so what happens is that you loan the books, but like a library card, like, just like in the library, you can only have it for a certain amount of days. And what I thought was really interesting is that even though these are ebooks and audiobooks, they have like a hold, they have like a wait time on them. So, okay, great. Kyla knows about Libby. Oh, thank you for putting me on Hoopla. Let's look it up. I never heard of that. Hoopla, hoopla. That word's fun to say. Streaming, audiobooks, music, video. T, thank you for this recommendation. Your public library at your fingertips. Oh, perfect. So the question is, do you have to wait in line for these ebooks as well? Look. Fourth Wing right here. Do you guys think I should read the dramatized one? What do you guys think about A Court of Thorns and Roses, ACOTAR? Have you guys read ACOTAR? Because I've heard a lot of things about ACOTAR. This one looks really cute. It kind of looks like what you call them? Do you guys think that I should listen to the dramatized adaptation of Fourth Wing? I'm curious to know if you have to wait in line for the books on Hoopla, like how you have to do on Libby, because that's what happened where I was in line for it. No, definitely check them out, especially because you guys know that I read physical books, but I also, for the most part, listen to them, and I have an Audible subscription. Love Audible, cool, and I listen to all of my books, and I love to be able to see like how much time I read and blah, 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 blah. But obviously it's expensive because I'm buying books twice. Like, I'm listening to the book and I'm buying the physical copy. And so I was like, one of my co-fellows, actually, she ended up posting her, like, a screenshot of her finishing a book. And I was like, which audio app is that? Because I know that if you have a premium subscription to Spotify, they also have audiobooks now. But I don't have Spotify. I'm an Apple Music girly. So I was like, I don't want to pay for that because I don't listen to music enough for that, even though I've been paying for whatever. I'm like, I have Audible, so I've been using Audible, like that's what I pay for. Cool. But I was like, if I could get, especially because sometimes, like when I say I'm going to read 3 books in a month, like what if I just pay for my one Audible subscription and then exactly, that's the thing with the credits. Like, so you get 1 credit a month with Audible, and then afterwards you have to pay. Now, sometimes the books will be on sale, and it's kind of like Fabletics. Like, you can kind of get deals on books. But basically, I was like, maybe I'll just pay for 1 book a month to listen to on Audible, and then the rest of the books, if I could try to get on Libby, that way I can still listen to them, but I don't have to pay for them. It was good in theory, but then I realized, like, they have to like be in stock, which I'm confused about. Like, it's an audiobook. Like, how can, if 1,000 people want to listen to it from the DC Public Library up the street, 1,000 people should be able to listen to it because it's virtual, like it's audio. I don't understand. But I basically signed up to like get, like to borrow it. I signed up to borrow it. I don't know how long ago, but it was a minute ago. And then I just got the notification a couple of days ago, like, your loan has started, and I have 21 days to read the book, which now 18 days because I was waiting for the physical copy. So this is what the app looks like. And so I'm super excited. This is why this is going to be my book for March. It's 20 hours long, which is like really, really long, but I've heard only good things about it. 21 hours, but I could probably get through a little bit faster because I kind of read it faster. But I'm excited because I think that I really discredited how much I enjoyed Hunger Games. I just knew it was going to be a good read, and it was. It was fun. It was exciting. I loved it, and I feel like I did love the last book that I read, 7 Days in June. I couldn't think of the title. I did love 7 Days in June. And yeah, I'm ready for good fiction. And that's why I'm like, I kind of want to wait for this legacy book, because I don't want to do two like self-help type books back to back, even though this isn't self-help, but you know what I'm saying. So those are my book updates. That's my TBR, because I do feel like the book is pretty thick. Again, I have the physical copy, but I just got it from Amazon, so it's downstairs. I know, yeah, 21 hours. It's a thick book. And I think the thickest book that I read was The Hate You Give, and I think that was 10 hours. So, and I think it took me like probably like the full month to read it, or I don't remember how long it took me to read it. I try and document my books, my TBR stuff on my Notion, which I said I was going to show you guys, but I didn't pull it up again. I'm sorry. Um, but sometimes I forget to mark the first day that I actually started and like the last day when I finish. That's another reason why I like Audible though, because it'll show me. But then it also depends on like if life is busy and stuff. Like I said, I was in a busy season. I'm not sure if this next season will be busier or just as busy or less busy. We will have to see. I have no idea what is in store for this next chapter. But yeah, that's what's going on. I'm excited to read a book that I think will be good. Otherwise, I'm still watching Scandal, and that is all. So, do we have any questions that we want to, or anything? I don't even feel like spilling the tea on nobody. Mop or flop? The flop, this weave is a flop, and I'm ready to take it out. But I am going to my salon to get it removed, because last time I took out my sew-in, I chopped out a lot of my hair. And when I took out my braids, because you know how it's like a whole joke where people will be like, ah, ah. Right. So I think that I just be thinking my hair is so short, and then I forget that like it's stretched. And I think I literally like cut my hair like up here. I don't know what I was thinking. And I did like a whole so I got my ends trimmed when I got this installed, and I was like, you know what? And this is the second time. Like I cut it when I did my braids, and then when I had to sew in before that, I had also cut my hair. So I was like, I'm going to start going to the salonist to get my weaves removed, because I'm gonna cry if I'm bald headed. So yeah, we're gonna see if my curls come back. We're gonna see how uneven my hair is, or if I have to do like a bigger trim or whatever. But I'm excited to get this weave out of my hair, because I just feel like I am in shackles when my hair is straight and it's raining every other day. Like when you just have your natural curls and it's raining outside, it's like, oh, it's raining. But when it's rain, it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So anyway, those are all of my life updates. Thank you all so much for being here this Wednesday. Thank you so much for being a part of the community. Thank you so much for being in your tea bags. You all inspire me. I'm so proud of you all. And yeah, I love y'all. I will see you on Sunday with a new vlog, and I will see you next Wednesday, possibly at 8 p.m. We're gonna do a poll and we're gonna see. But it seems like you guys are down with whatever I'm down with, but it seems like y'all like 8 p.m. So I don't know, child. Maybe we could do 7:30. Is that hard to keep up with, child? I don't know. um, exactly. Be careful. Be careful. There's a reason why. Just go ahead. Like, I don't know why I thought. And the thing is, like, you know how sometimes you just do two. I did like 50 breathes on this one side. I was like, and I think I was like watching a movie too, and then I literally was like, oh my gosh. Oh, black women in their hair. Ooh, Christian dating in your 20s. Okay, I will give you an inside scoop. This was actually supposed to be the podcast topic for this month, because I thought it would be really cute to do for like whatever. But it basically just didn't end up working out. And I was trying to decide if I still want to do it, but I also don't want to be like a relationship podcast, because y'all know everybody who feel like they got a mic feel like they can talk about stuff. But I also feel like, who is the people talking about the stuff that like who's talking about Jesus? So I felt like very conflicted, and I didn't really know what I wanted to say. I knew what I wanted to say. I don't know, like maybe I can like do a question box on Instagram, or maybe like a question thing um on the community tab, and then I can answer them and then like go into discussions from there. I don't know why. I just feel like just going like doing a podcast about it like as an open topic, I feel like I don't know why I feel like I can't do that. I'm sure that I can, but for some reason there's something blocking me, and I have to find a way to unblock it, because now I need to record 2 podcast episodes in the month of March, because there will at least be 12 podcast episodes by the end of 2024. Okay, Whitley. And that's the thing. A lot of you guys are grad students and you killing it. So I completely understand why you're saying like the later times are better for y'all. Y'all literally in school. Y'all getting y'all degrees. As you should. Shout out to all the beauty and brains master students. Shout out to y'all mastering it or PhDing it. What do y'all say? What do y'all say? I don't know. What do y'all say? But y'all doing it, okay? Dissertating it. Anyway, love y'all so much. Definitely stay tuned on the community time to vote and leave your comments possibly for a future podcast episode. Thank you so much for saying that. June, thanks for letting the Lord use you, because I definitely have had a blockage on that, and I didn't know how to move forward, and I was being stuck, and now I have some next steps on how I can make that podcast episode actually happen. So all hearts and minds are clear. Waiting for your comments just in case, because sometimes I move a little fast and I figure that there's a delay, so I'm gonna wait. Oh. Woo! Start. Make sure you guys thumbs up the video, subscribe to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'm waiting just to see if there's any comments. I don't want to miss you if you typing. Give me time to type. Thank you, Adriana. I appreciate it. All right, you guys have a good night, and I will see you all on Sunday with a new vlog, and Wednesday with another community time. Bye.